Today, I want everyone to bow their heads with me, please. Our most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, as I stand before you tonight, I ask for you to comfort Jordan's family, friends, and the entire Deer Park community as we come together as one for this prayer vigil. I pray that every person here feels loved and now sees that they are never alone in this community. I pray that you would come, comfort the pain, and give each of us hope and guidance. I also pray, Father, that we do not direct our anger at any one person or any couple people, Lord, that this becomes a positive, that we can show love for one another in this community. I also pray, Father, that as a community we'll show love for one another and continue to be there when needed, united in love, willing to help out in any way we can. Finally, Father, I pray that if anyone here wants to just talk to someone, that they would just come to me or find an adult or someone that they can trust, Father, and we ask this in your Son's name. Amen. Amen. I know a lot of you are very hurt by this. I know some people are trying to figure out why it happened, and we may never know the real answer, but I don't want to be standing here in another week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks because somebody was made to be the fault of this, okay? And I don't want to bring up anything bad, but I feel it's my job to let everybody know that this was not one person's fault or two people. And we have to remember the good times that each one of you had with Jordan. You need to continually be positive. And now everybody here should know that we are a community and we are with you and for you. If you need someone to talk to, you've got the principals, you've got the counselors. You can find me. I'm easy to find. Most kids know me at school. I'll talk to anybody here. I'll just listen. And that's what my job is, and that's what the community's job is. And as a parent of 3 children, 2 of which go to Deer Park, when I heard that someone had done this, I was like, that could be anyone I know. That could be my kids or anyone's kids. And I think we need to be constant in prayer. We need to think about the ones who seem to be by themselves at school. Some that don't seem to have friends. We have to be there for them. Okay? And I think as a community, we are going to learn from this. And because of this, we're going to be closer. And I think you teenagers should be as close to the adults as you can be in learning and understanding. And I would just like to thank everyone here. I'm honored to be here to say a prayer. And I just pray that the Lord would bless each one. I'd like to have a moment of silence if you would all bow your heads for a few moments. Thank you. I'd like to return it over to Sean, and if anyone would have anything to say, don't feel embarrassed or anything. Come up and say what's on your heart. And you've got a lot of people listening for you. Thank you. I need someone to start. Asia, will you start for me? Thank you.
Kind of wrote a speech, I don't think I really need it because it's not coming from paper, it's coming from my heart. I may not have known Jordan as many as others, but I still knew him from the first day I came. All right, he was a good man. But he wasn't really emotional towards others. We could never find out if he was something wrong. But I know everyone here saying this. Now he does know now that everybody does care. He said no one did, but saying this, someone did care. And I remember whenever he was down here, he was in his truck, and we went and got some Arizonas about maybe 2 years ago in the summer. And we were going around doing donuts down there in the parking lot, and we had Arizona, he had it opened, and he had it in his thing. And right when he did it, he jerked a little bit to the right too much, and just spilled all over him. And Jordan, he just screamed, "Oh," and then F, just like as loud as he could. I thought it was the funniest thing, just sitting there and had to pull over and stop because he was cracking up. But just to know, I know his family thanks you for being here, but also his friends. Also thank everybody for coming. We loved them, and just thanks, guys.
Someone else.
So I didn't know Jordan very well. I hung out with him a couple times when he came up here, but we are Deer Park, and we are a very close-knit family, and we lost a part of our family, and it was very hard for all of us. And Though I didn't don't know him well, I knew he was a very good guy. And I just hope he's... Alright, I'm done.
Well, I really don't know where to start. Jordan was my brother. He's everybody's brother. I'm 19, he was 17. Now, he looked up to me, but in truth, I really looked up to him. They're right, he didn't show no emotion. And I always got mad, and, you know, he was always there. He would, you know, talk to me. It was the girls, parents, the Lord, no matter what it was. He was always there. That one person you can always count on. Jordan was the man. And I know, looking at each and every one of y'all, you know, Jordan's with us all. He's definitely with me. You know, his family, they're real tight. That's the way it's supposed to be. And that's what he was. Everybody just loves Jordan, man. Thank you.
Someone else?
Well, my name is Michael. I only knew Jordan for a couple months because I went to Scarlet Oaks with him. But all I can really say is that he was a really good guy. I mean, within those couple months, I mean, I did have a lot of good memories with him. And I mean, and I'm pretty sure I can say this as good as anyone else can, but there wasn't a moment where Jordan couldn't make you smile. I mean, if you were down about something, even when he was down about something, he could always say something to make you smile. And I mean, I remember this one time when I was over at Buckshot's house, and we were all just sitting there, and we were helping fixing his truck, and he looked at Jordan, and he was like, "Hey, Jordan, hold my door for me." And he was like, "All right." And then as Buckshot was working on it, something wasn't going right, and he looked up, and he was like, "Somebody's not holding this door." And he looked up, and Jordan was just there, leaning on the door. The truck was holding him up. He wasn't holding the door. And I mean, he was just leaning on the door and not just staring off into space. And he looked at Jordan, and he was like, "Jordy, hold the door." And he was like, "I am holding the door." And he was like, "No, the door is holding you." And I remember that, and finally he helped. And I mean, if Jordan could help in any way, I know he would. But that's all I gotta say.
Someone else? Any memories or anything?